started a garden.
Yep, here we go. Hopefully this works. We got some collard greens here. Let's do this.
Just finished my morning isometric routine. Now I'm gonna head to Starbucks and warm up a little bit. I got a recording session this afternoon. It's gonna be great.
Driving through the hood, little bridge near our house. Yeah, this is probably pretty dangerous.
7-Eleven over here.
The Silver Lake Dog Park, a giant litter box for dogs. I spend a lot of time here at the grocery store, ATM machine, pharmacy. I'm gonna pop my head in the old 365 here. Breakfast of Champions.
Daddy got his medicine. Let's go get that warm up in. Pulling up a online keyboard here so that I can buzz along with the synthesizer. Or at least get the pitch, you know what I'm saying. So I'm practicing the Skillet Show pretty hard right now. Not worrying too much about this buzzing thing, just relaxing into it. But you know, supporting. Oh.
Going to the studio, gonna play some trumpet, yo. I got some firewood in here.
Yes.
Just kind of go for it. Just, is there somewhere specific that you want me to jump in? Uh-huh.
Da-da-da-da-ba-bow. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, that was very easy. Got here 30 minutes early. Finished in 18 minutes. I'm leaving before call time. Cool. Let's talk about something that lots of people want to know the answer to. How do we build strong chops or rebuild strong chops if you're going through an embouchure change? How do we get greater endurance? First, let's start out with, a decent explanation as to what these two things are. Okay, we talk about needing a strong embouchure. People are always wanting to strengthen their embouchures. But really, what we want is not necessarily super strong face muscles, like strong enough to smash a stone between our lips or something like that. All we need is an embouchure that is functioning well under a wide variety of musical circumstances or whatever. You go to different gigs and you want your chops to hold up. So we need chops that are strong enough to do that, and also to find and then maintain a good position for playing that gives us the results that we want, so that we're getting the kind of sound that we want all across the horn, but we have a nice connected sound, fluid technique, and we generally want everything to feel comfortable while we're playing. And our endurance is just the ability to maintain that position. 5 or 6 years ago, I went through an embouchure change of my own where I moved the position of the mouthpiece, I moved it higher up on my face, and I started playing with my chops a little bit closer together, whereas before I was really low here and I was spreading out the bottom lip. When I did that, I lost about an octave of range in one day. Octave of range, gone. I could not hold out a G on top of the staff any longer. For the first year and a half to 3 years, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of fishing. I was just trying a lot of different things. I was playing routines. I was taking lessons. I was hanging out with my friends and whatnot. While I did build up some general skills just by playing, sort of laying the soil kind of stuff, if I had to go back and do it again, these are the types of things that I would do. So let's start out with developing greater endurance. Sometimes people come at this from an angle that might not be getting them the best results, and there seems to be a few misconceptions out there, or rather just different ideas, and maybe some of this will work a little bit better for you. Say, for example, we have 10 units of embouchure strength, and this lasts us for about 20 minutes. As soon as that 20 minutes is over, boom, we're done. What some people do to build up greater endurance is they come at it from the angle of building up more units of embouchure strength. They just keep playing longer and longer and longer and longer in an attempt to kind of build up some steam here so that they can last longer. Now, this does work. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but it's not the only way to go about it. Say you have your same 10 units of embouchure strength. Over here, you've got something that tells you how efficient you are as a trumpet player. If you can become a more efficient trumpet player, then maybe the same units of strength will actually last longer because you are using less energy to get the same or a better result. That's what playing more efficiently is. it's easier to play. All the systems of the body are related. The embouchure, the air, the tongue, the ear, it's all directed by the mind. It's all related. It's all working together. A very simple formula for becoming a more efficient trumpet player is to just find inefficiencies and fix them. Find problems in your technique. Say, for example, you double tongue for 4 bars and your chops are completely fried afterwards. If you started double tonguing for 2 bars every single day, then you would improve your technique when it comes to double tonguing. By improving that technique, by fixing that inefficiency, the entire system is going to work better. It might not necessarily be just your tongue that's failing you when you go to double tongue. It could be the way that you're using the air. It could be a positioning of the embouchure. When you learn to double tongue more freely and you're not tiring yourself out to do it, then you fix something there that wasn't working optimally or wasn't working as well as it could be working. And once you've got that going for you, you'll find that all the other areas of your playing actually start to feel a little bit easier somehow. You might not think that your double tonguing would necessarily be related to the upper register or whatever it is, but again, when you're playing the trumpet, you're using the same machine no matter what you're doing. So each little inefficiency that you discover and then work out, you're going to improve your playing as a whole. There's a really good way to do it, and that's to just pick one thing and practice it every single day until you have that thing pretty much mastered and the technique sort of takes off on its own. You don't have to think about it so much, it's just happening, and it feels like you're not even necessarily really doing anything. So if you have an aspect of your playing that you can just do no matter what, even if it's something as simple as pull the horn out of the case and play C in the staff, bop, you can work your technique to the point where more than just playing a C in the staff feels that easy. Once you've worked up your double tongue to the point where you can double tongue just as easily as you can play that one note in the staff, you won't need to do extended double tonguing routines every day just to keep it going because you've internalized the skill. And at that point, you can just pick the next inefficiency and you just keep moving along in this way. And as you fix one thing after another, everything that's behind that, everything that you learned before that is going to improve somehow. I don't know how. You don't know how probably, but it's almost like each little skill is a plant and we're planting the seed and it's growing into a nice plant, but then the root system is spreading out here. And then what happens is we've got these different plants and the roots start growing together and we get this really powerful foundation, this really powerful root system that's all connected below the surface. We can't see how it's connected, but somehow, some way, it is connected and it's improving all other aspects of your trumpet playing. Each little thing that you fix is going to make you much more efficient on the whole. When you become more efficient, what this means, again, is that it will take less energy for you to play the trumpet. When it takes less energy for you to play the trumpet, you're going to be able to play the trumpet longer. Your endurance is going to be improved.